Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, last time we were together, the last video, we talked about manifesting happiness. And we come in the video to the conclusion that happiness is a feeling in the body. And how we can excite that feeling that we interpret as happiness. Now I'll put a link up there. There'll also be a link at the end to that video. So we're going to change because getting things that we don't have, that we would like to have, is a great part of our life's experience. And using affirmations is one of those techniques to support us in getting the things that we would like to have. Now, using affirmations involves a process. And it's the same process that we used in our infancy to learn the behaviors and to have the beliefs that we do. It is repetition. Now, a lot of times, if you go on YouTube or on Google and look up affirmations, there'll be a lot of information. More information than you can possibly handle. So how you found this channel is kind of a mystery. So in that mystery, if you look at the other channels, it reminds me a lot of an old TV game show. And it was called Name That Tune. And people would take guesses at how many notes, or it would take them to identify the particular song. And so somebody would say, well, I can do that in 10 notes. And somebody else will say, well, I can do it in 5. And somebody else will say, I can do it in 3. 3 notes is all I need, and I can name that tune. And somebody would say, I do it in 1. Well, it was a game show. But a lot of times when you look at YouTube videos on affirmations, it reminds me of that. Because somebody says, you have an affirmation that will give you what you want in 24 hours. And somebody else says 6 hours. And somebody else says, I'll give you an affirmation that you will come to fruition and give you everything you want in 2 steps. And somebody else says, I'll do it in 1. Oh, what a game. What a show. But the affirmation process is repetition. You are working with changing your programming in your subconscious mind. Now, I know that you think, because that's the way it's been described, that you're waiting for the universe. You're going to say positive affirmations, and the universe is going to give you what you are desiring. Now you can get what you desire, and affirmations do work, but it's a process. If you think you're going to say an affirmation one time and your world is going to change, good luck with that. If you think you can do it in 24 hours, here you are in your 20s or 30s or 50s or 60s or 80s, and your train has been going down this track. And now all of a sudden you're going to move how that train is going so that you can find what you want in 1 or 2 days or in 24 hours or one affirmation. You're playing in the illusion. Now you can gain, but you won't get what you want on a consistent basis. Sorry about that. You got to work at it. It's a process. It's a process that is unique to you. What you want and what I want, different things. So an affirmation to give you what you want is going to be different than what gets what I want. Now, if you go to my website, you'll find a playlist, The Illusions in Manifesting. And in there will be several videos on how to, first of all, you have to know what you want. Most of the time, we don't know what we want. And that's why the last video was on happiness. Because getting money. I'll tell you, I was doing a workshop in a senior center, a senior living center. And I had a bunch of people there, and we were all talking. We were doing games. We were having fun. And I mentioned affirmations and what you want. And this lady comes up, volunteered, and she says, well, she's in a retirement community. So she's not a young chicken. And she says, well, I want to marry a rich man. And I said, oh, how come you want to marry a rich man? And she says, well, then we can travel. Well, that would be nice. Where would you go? Oh, I would go all over the world. Because we'd have money. You know, that's what she wants. And then I said, well, if you went all over the world, where would you go? She said, oh, Georgia. And I said, why Georgia? This was quite sad. Because she said, I could see my son. And that would make me happy. So knowing exactly what will make you happy is not always right in front of you. And sometimes It doesn't take much. So this discussion is around affirmations and how we use them. And there is a part of affirmations that is usually not discussed. Now you can find it on the internet, but it's usually not on YouTube video. And that's the tail ender. That's the tail end of the affirmation that you add. And many times you're not aware of it. It's below your conscious level, but it is in tune, in resonance with who you are based upon your belief system. So if you're thinking about, say, an affirmation around losing weight, I easily eat salads and food that is good for me, and I weigh less than I did the day before. I just made that up. But you might add, but what you add to it is, but I've never done that in the past. And when you start talking to yourself and you add a little phrase at the end, a little tail to the affirmation that is negative, it disregards the whole negative. It disregards the whole affirmation. And all you have is the negative part that you're working on. If you say something like, I enjoy my new job and my new boss. Sounds good up front. But he doesn't appreciate me. I wish he did. Well, it makes it all negative. And so you are producing or saying over and over affirmations that don't serve you. Another one might be, I make friends easily. A lot of people are lonely because they don't know how to make friends or can't make friends easily. So they have an affirmation. I make friends easily, and then they add, but I've never seen that happen to me. Now you won't recognize that you're adding it. You're saying, oh no, I'm saying positive affirmations consciously. But it's what you're saying unconsciously that matches your current reality, that will keep your current reality from changing. Well, I had another one down here. I love that I express myself so well with others. And you might add to that, you might say, I love that I express myself so well with others. And that's another lie. See, your subconscious mind, which is determining your belief system and where you're at. I want you to stay right there. It's a lot of work to change. And so it's going to keep you where you're at. So when you say affirmations on a haphazard level, when you say affirmations now and then, they're not going to stick. They're not going to change your programming. The universe, you think the universe is going to give you something for nothing? Yes, but Mike, I told him I wanted a happy life. I wanted to make friends easier. How many times? Well, I did it 5 times. And you don't have it yet? No, I don't have it yet. Why should you have it yet? How much work have you done? How much inner wisdom have you gained and changed? Well, I don't have to. I just say happy thoughts and the world changes. That's true. But against your happy thoughts, they have these happy thoughts 1 or 2 times. Those happy thoughts are pushing against your belief system. Your belief system has been created over many, 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 many years and been reinforced and reinforced and reinforced and reinforced. It's your life. Your belief system is based upon your past, memories, experiences, references. And now I'm going to get a happy affirmation that I can say, and in 24 hours, I'm going to change my life. In a week, absolute. Changing my life. Your subconscious mind knows that's not going to happen. Your ego knows that's not going to happen. That's why you keep having all these things on the internet and on YouTube. Oh, different affirmations. Well, I said that one. Yeah, but I got a different one. This is the one you should be using. Well, I did that. Oh, you have to look for the clues. I'll give you 5 clues to look for so you can find that the universe is changing. All kinds of head games. Few of them work. They will for some because they've already done the work through other programs and other things. And then they run across affirmations and it just clicks and all the pieces fall in place. That's about 1 or 2% of all the people use affirmations. Yeah. Oh, how gloomy this video is. But how inspiring to know that there is a process that you can use that will begin to change your belief system. You change your belief system by changing or healing the past. And when that happens, your present world changes, and any positive affirmation will get you what you want. But you gotta do the work. You gotta do the process. To think that you don't have to do the process and just think happy thoughts now and then, for 24 hours or a week. Your subconscious mind and your ego just sit back and say, well, I'm going to take a rest for about a week, and then we'll be back in business. That's why diets don't work, because sooner or later you go off the diet. And while on the diet, you followed the diet, you didn't change the programming that caused you to be the weight you were. And without a change in your program, when you stop the diet, you're going to go in a short period of time back to where you were before. You know why? That's your comfort zone. That's where you belong, because you created that comfortable place for you. It's all cause and effect. If you're talking about weight, the weight that you have on is an effect. It's not the cause. So taking the weight off does not change the cause. If you can't make friends, it's not because there aren't friends that you can make. It's because you believe you're the kind of person that can't make friends or doesn't deserve to have friends in your life. Those are effects. They're not causes. You got to change the programming that changes the cause that creates the effect. Oh, we have much to talk about. And in the meantime, think about that. It will help if you recognize what you want. Now, what you want, I'm going to paraphrase it. What you want is to be happy. Now, you, in our society, think that a new car, a new relationship, a little bit more money will make you happy. In another society, they might think another cow, another wife will make you happy. All kinds of ways, and they're all based upon culture. But what will really make you happy? You can be happy without getting anything. A lot to think about. So, until we get together again, be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.